Good evening and a very good welcome to Grassroots Football. Today it's just me.
Dad.
And Mal.
I'm going to be sitting in for them.
Mal's on the camera for once.
There you go. Whoa, how are we all?
Always hiding.
How are you lads been?
Been good.
Tired.
Tired? Tough week now, you're a
Skills.
referee now, see, that's what it is. And I'm sure we'll talk Oliver into taking this up as well. What do you reckon?
Yeah, get him along.
I'm getting the, what's it called? All the homework in GCSE.
Oh wait, look, he's come on.
And I'm in the same year as you. I get the same.
Hang on.
I do computer science.
Hang on though, Wal.
Oh God.
Do you get paid for that?
No.
Do you get paid for refereeing, Dan?
Yes, you
There
do.
you go, there you go.
I'm coming home with quite a couple of quid this week.
Nothing against the teachers unless they want to get their hands in the pocket and pay you as well.
My dad's.
There you go. Happy days.
Yeah, you do make quite a lot of money as a referee, and I think it is good to take up like a role as a referee, because then obviously supporters here of DXTL, and I've been here nearly coming up to 3 years now.
Oh yeah.
Just over 3 years, I think.
Just under November.
Is it?
Yeah,
yeah.
November
3
2020.
years. Haven't they grown?
Wow.
I know. For a little baby face on camera.
And look what they're doing.
It's
And
right
through
here.
that's when you picked up on the refereeing side of things,
Yeah.
and you were interested. And I remember you going back saying, I can't wait till I'm 14. And
I
you
messaged you
stuck to it.
as soon as I turned 13, I messaged you, hi Mal, is at 13 to be a referee, was at 14. You've got to wait another year. Damn it.
And it flew.
But
But you don't want to wish your lives away. You want to enjoy your lives
Got 'em,
while
yeah.
you're young. But participating in
Well,
something
yeah.
like being a referee. And, you know, years ago we used to have paper lads. It was all paper and paper girls. It was paper rounds. We were earning our money.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
On
milk
your bike.
rounds, everyone was doing all this. Now it's come to refereeing, where you're earning a bob or two. You're earning a lot more than we ever earned on paper rounds.
So the past 2 weeks now, I've had 2 games, which was meant to be 3, with one getting postponed, which still enough, 80 minutes, so just under an hour and a half. And then I also have 2 weeks the next weekend, and then now this weekend I've got 4 games starting from 9 o'clock in the morning, and my final kick-off's at 11:30. So I'm gonna be a tired boy.
It's going to be a tight boy, but you know, as we've got teams as well that don't cross the line. We've got a 7s and 8s, and the 8s can't stop winning, and the 7s can't stop losing. So it's one of those things, but they're developing.
Yep.
And what we've done, honestly, this is the truth. What happens now? You're going to see this firsthand as well, Dan, being a referee. Last year, we weren't liked very well by teams.
DXTL.
Because the teams are winning, right? It's mad in grassroots football, the way managers are, the way the coaches are. They don't want you there, you're too good
You might have
because you're winning.
in a game you might have a very one-sided team.
Well, now we've got an under 7s that are just developing and losing. That's okay. They all love us.
Yeah.
They all love us. Why do they love us? Because they're beating us.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother us because we know we're having a developing team and we want them to learn.
It is only a kid sports anyway, and it's supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. And the under 8s have fun.
When I do it, there's no league. They always ask, "Whoa, what did we win by? What was the score? What was the score?"
Yeah.
Tell them the score. You don't mark it down. It's not
Correct.
like that. It's kids football. Have fun.
But as you're saying that, me and Ol were here last week, we talked about the campaign that we're going to be running, and you can give that out in very shortly. And we were talking about all the admin that you probably don't know about now, Dan, that the managers and coaches have got to do after the game and before the game. They have to book in to the league. Then they obviously pay the referees' fees. That's great. We all do that. But now...
My league's cash in hand for referees.
Yeah, but now managers are having to do all this. Mark the teams, which is non-competitive football. It's about the kids developing. Now we have to put scores in. Now we have to put the teams, the numbers on, and also mark the referees on the admin as soon as your game's finished. Whereas, going back many years ago, we're talking to Wal, we used to just have a scorecard, put the team names down, and if there was anything animosity, someone didn't like, oh, you're cheating here, you're putting different players in, the league secretary would come out and do a team check. That's okay, away we go. That's if anything was okay. It can still happen now, but you're putting it on full time, which is the FA. They developed it for all the leagues. Now all the managers are doing a lot more admin, and also it really does, because they've got to pick the team, they've got to get the team together, but putting numbers on what number did they play, who was sub, who had the game, how much time
What
did they
time
have.
did the sub on?
It's, yeah, some managers out there and coaches will love all this, but there's a lot that I'm talking
It
to.
slows the game down. So if someone makes a sub, you've got to write 21 coming on for number 7.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes time. Grassroots football, as soon as your watch beeps, you're blowing the next time it's out of play or whatever.
Well, we've got to give, this is the managers, this is what people don't realise, managers and coaches have to give equal time. Some out there may not, but we do, and that is a stickler because the kids need to get the equal time, regardless how good they are, how poor they are, they're only developing, and that's simple
6
as
and
that.
7, the 6,
The
7, 8
and
years
7s.
old.
So parents will be timing it themselves to see how their child got on. We might be 10 seconds, 20 seconds out, but you've got to understand that they've got to get on, you've got to call the others off while the game's
I
going
mean,
on.
when I literally, every couple of 5 minutes or so, ref, sub please, yeah, of course, go on.
Yeah.
They all sub on. And say I came on for Oliver, Oliver's came off, I came on.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, it's not me coming back off for Oliver, it's another player coming back
Correct, yeah.
on. Coming back off.
And you've got to understand that the managers are trying to make it.
Even if they're not got a goalkeeper, they're swapping out field player for the goalkeeper. And the
That's
goalkeeper comes
right.
outfield and
So
goes.
it is tough work for the coach as well.
Yeah.
And you've got to understand, obviously, they work with the referees, they're always asking how long is left, and the only reason is how long they played is because they're trying to get these kids on to have a game as quickly as they can and get the others off. And then it doesn't stop there. The admin, I don't find that the managers and the coaches are protected enough either. They need to, within the leagues, this is the campaign. Now, can you remember and tell our viewers and listeners what we've called this new campaign?
Go on, Oliver.
More play, less pay.
Perfect.
Love it. And what we mean by that, and the lads are going to be ambassadors for this as well, we want to see hubs, we want to see grass pitches, leagues, not leagues because they have to pay their fees as well. We want to see kids get more play for less pay. And what we're saying by that is, can these hubs
Pitch
start?
higher.
Yeah, pitch higher, because the dark nights are coming in. So some of these teams, because of the rain, and we've had loads of rain, they get waterlogged, the pitches are muddy, they can't go on those pitches now. So they're looking for places to go and train.
Like the AstroTurfs.
And if it's costing the parents more money, it's not costing the managers, but we have to feel for the parents as well.
Who pay the subs.
Yeah, week in, week out, because they have the affiliation, they have the league fees, they have to pay a lot out as
I
well.
know when throughout the winter season, from October to about April, towards the end of the season, virtually, our team hires a pitch in St Helens, that's a Heath area, and we train there every week through October to April, every week. And you're not going to turn up and go, you've got a certain time book slot, and as soon as they hit, say, 6 o'clock or whatever our training time is, 6 o'clock we've got to be there. 6 o'clock you're there now.
You've got to, and
You're
you've got to
on,
try and
you're
get your
off,
time for 1 hour, haven't you?
Yeah.
And okay, the hubs are saying, oh no, if you come off peak, you can have a £39 an hour off peak, but kids can't get there, managers can't get there, people might be working, and you're talking off peak up till 6 o'clock. That's £39 for the quarter pitch, I think it was 54 for the quarter pitch if it on the off peak, or on the peak, which is after 6 o'clock. That's when everyone turns up, that's when everyone's home, that's when the kids come back from school. So really, there's no, you can't get there for off peak. You know, it is great, and you're still saying it's £39, but even me, I think £39 is still a lot of money.
I know where I go, I used to go, I think I only paid £5 for 2 hours per person.
Well, that's brilliant. That's good.
That's-
This is all hours now.
Pick a pitch.
Well, I think now they are £54. They've gone up for the quarter pitch after peak, which is after 6 o'clock, and £206 or £204 per hour for a full pitch. Now work that out. Work it out. Even if there's 4 teams that share that pitch, it's still over, isn't it? You know.
200.
Yeah.
Did
So
you say, what did you say was it?
£59.
204.
Sorry, £54 for the quarter pitch.
216 for the whole pitch it would be.
For the whole pitch. So it's up a little bit, so it does make
I
sense.
didn't even have master there, I never did that
No,
yet.
and if you've got 60 odd teams, they're going to give discount by all means, that's great,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. They're not bothered.
Turn up week in, week out, give you more money.
Yeah, well there you
We'll
go.
give them
But I
better
believe
pay
if you've
rise.
got 64 teams or one junior team, it should be the same money. I'm sorry, because all that's saying is you bring us in more money so you can have a little bit of a discount. And when that team and that manager and that coach is trying to put the kids together to
Have
give
fun.
those kids time, and then he's got to ask the parents for more money, and they're thinking, wow, we give you this for the referees, we give you this for the weekly games, you know, it's costing us a fortune. So that manager does feel sorry for them, but what can he do? He can only do what he can do.
he's there.
That's
See,
exactly the same.
What I love to see on a weekend, usually I hang on the wings and any means necessary, balls come towards me and I can't run in and play because all the kids are running out. I backtrack off the pitch and watch it go past and run back on. And what I hear, keep going, keep going, keep going. Look, he's open in the middle. He's there. You can cross it, you shoot. Do what you need. The coach is encouraging the kids.
And what about the parents? Are they becoming coaches as well?
I don't hear the parents.
Which is a good thing, but you'll find that coaches have got the parents behind them as well.
Yeah.
And when they've had them at training and told them what to do, suddenly all the parents are all shouting, get in the middle, do this, you know, shoot. And
Sick parents shouting at one kid to do one thing. Who's you going to listen to?
Yeah.
You listen to your coach.
Yeah.
He's your coach, you listen to him. Don't listen to your mum, don't
Or
listen
her.
to your dad.
Or her.
Her, of course,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. Don't listen to your mum, listen to your dad unless you want to. If your coach doesn't say anything, listen to them. But don't listen to every single person shouting at you.
well, that's what
If your coach is there, you listen to your coach.
prime example of one of our players, right? You shout to one of our players and he's getting used to it, developing. And while the game's going on, you've got to be aware that you're shouting encouragement to them, because they stop, and especially the parents, and they listen,
You stop
and the
and
game's
look
still
at them.
going on. So you have to stand there and go, but not shout anymore, because it
Just-
stops,
just 'cause
because the
there's-
confusion, and some will try and take all the information in and go, oh, and ignore the ball that's someone's
Right in
going
front
right
of
past. Yeah, but the parents don't understand. They do exactly the same and saying, where do you want me? So we have to tell the parents just to,
Behind the
please.
barrier.
yeah, and keep quiet. Don't shout, don't confuse the kids. And this is what you get in under sevens.
Yeah.
And you've got to try and make sure.
Grown up, make sure you listen to your parents, what they tell you in school, listen to people who you can trust.
Coaches, listen to the coaches, yeah, because otherwise, and that's what the message
and
we
they
want to
just
get
stop
to
and stand
parents.
still, like you said.
But if the parents don't get that message, Dan, you know, you're going to hear it a
You're
lot
gonna
more
get it.
as well.
Yeah.
You're going to think, my God, how's that manager, coach, put up with all that, you know, because he's not the manager or coach on the day. It's 21 people there behind those barriers shouting things.
Yeah.
So you can understand why the kids are getting confused. And when they go in for the tackle, that's when you've got those 21 coaches become 21 referees.
I know.
Because you give a decision and they go, no, ref, that's wrong, that.
This.
Yeah.
It's not.
So it's total confusion, not just for yourselves and the kids,
Yeah.
I think for the coaches as well,
Everyone.
you know. So we need to protect these coaches and these prices, more play, less pay. This is what we're going to be pushing for. If you want to get involved in it, do you remember our email?
Yeah.
Marla.com.
There you go. Get in touch with us.
Learned it off my arse.
Yeah, there's two of them now, they've got everything.
Number.
Don't say that.
Why?
Same on my back, don't be a bully, be a friend, don't be a racist, that won't mend. Don't be abusive or aggressive, to show respect is more impressive.
Absolutely brilliant, and that's what Dan's taking with on the. You've got 4 games the weekend, haven't you, Dan?
4.
There you go. Have a look at that, and Dan takes that message with him. So if you're reading us back and you see him as a referee, heed the message, heed the warning, because Dan's still at school as well, like your kids. He wears a yellow armband, which means he's under 18 years of age. So would you like your kid to take all that stick? No. So
Wouldn't.
no. So let
I've used
Dan.
to stick my whole life, as grown up as a goalkeeper. You make a mistake, it's a goal, you get blamed.
And there you go. And
Same
what does
as the
that say
referee.
on your left?
You give, on my left, there's no ref, no game.
Take that
no
in as
referee.
well. Yeah.
Well, then,
Don't.
yeah, it's on my right.
You've got the same. Love
Yeah, it
you.
was on my right.
Yeah, well, it's on his right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's on the right
On the
side.
hand me right with.
Yeah, but we've always got them. We've always got them on the t-shirts, and those are nice, friendly warnings or messages to give to the people, and it does make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can understand, you can read, you can say, and if you can't, you just ask someone else, what's that meaning? There you go. Just do it and just stick to it. Support the kids. Don't go there as a sideline referee. Don't go there as a sideline coach. Stand back, let the kids play and develop. Let the
That's
referees
what they're there to
referee,
do.
and it's fun.
You've got
The
a
fun
job.
comes
Everyone's
back
got
in.
a job at the end of the day. Coaches to coach the players, players to play football, referee to manage the game.
What
Simple.
more can you say?
Exactly.
Simple, and that is grassroots football.
The parents
Kids
also have a
football.
job as well, just watch the game.
Watch the
That's-
game and try to
yeah.
stay as quiet as possible.
We will not take passion or encouragement out of a game, that's allowed.
Yeah.
You want to hear loads of clapping, don't you, supporting. You want to hear, or people come over to you and shake your hand going,
I was shocked by what a 7-year-old did. So, they were already up by 1. The opposition team scored a goal in the second half. So our blue pointed to the centre circle, kicked off again, pass, touch, shoot from his own box and scored. It was an amazing goal what I witnessed.
you're going to see some amazing plays, and then
Yeah.
you're going to have to...
And some keepers at 7 years old, I will give everything, every bit of encouragement to a keeper.
Yeah.
I back them up, it's keepers union. Always like pull off a save, great save keeper, keep going. Same to the players,
Yeah.
talk to the players, let them know you're there to support them as well. You're not just there to, oh I've got a yellow card, here it is, here's the red. You don't do that. You encourage them as you go as well.
See that? See what we've trained? Look at that referee.
What you
Absolutely
trained?
brilliant. This is us. Yeah. From Don't Cross the Line, ambassador, you become a referee and listen to the way he's portraying those messages right out to you, and he's talking to the kids, letting them know what they've done wrong, let them know what they've done right, and encourage them. If there's a great save, clap them. Same as a referee. Referee at the end of it. Clap the referee, encourage the referee. Passion, we will not take out of a game.
No,
We just
never.
want people to support the
That's
kids,
what it's there for.
referees, and that's grassroots football at its best.
Yeah.
And then Oliver's going to be taking up the whistle.
Yeah you are. Yeah you are, we'll talk after the show.
There you
Oh,
go,
okay.
see.
I'll
It
get you
won't be
onto the
long.
course.
Okay, alright.
Money, just think of the
Whoa,
money.
he
Think of the money. But that was great words what you just spoke there before, and that's a great message for the managers, coaches, parents alike, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles.
Nieces, nephews.
There you go, heed the
I've
warnings.
had my 2 nieces run to the pitch in faith while I'm playing.
Oh, there you
Trying to
go.
say, Uncle Dan! Uncle Dan! You're not giving advantage.
There you go, see, so we all know. So let the referees ref and let the kids play. That's simple.
Mm.
What else have we been up to? Oh, what about yourself?
Going camping for October and November.
Right.
Can't wait. It's the October one's the 6th to the 8th with the Explorer unit I go with. It's something called the Bevan Challenge. I'm not doing the challenge because it's a 4-player thing and they're giving everyone an opportunity to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going there in the kitchens to help prepare their food and all that.
Lovely.
And the other one, I'm going to somewhere, I don't remember the name, to the Lavuze. It's the 3rd to the 5th or 4th, so bonfire night. And just, because we're getting new scouts in our section now, so we're going to train them on the camp like axes, fire starting, and just other things like that.
Brilliant what the lads are doing, isn't it? You know, it's in the time you're enjoying it. What do you get out of it all?
A lot of things like survival skills, how to, what's it called? Tie your own backpack.
Talking about survival skills, that's what he's getting out of it as well.
After surviving,
all the
shelter.
parents, survival skills.
But anyway,
Run away.
fire starting, axe splitting, archery.
I'm good at fire building.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have flint.
Yeah.
Two sticks together like Daddy Pig.
Well, anyway, also canoeing and paddleboarding, so like watercrafts and all that. And that's it. I've also,
Felt that.
my most recent scout camp, which was ages ago now, I've moved out the scouts, was something called The Great Escape, which is like a bunch of challenges, and it's just a fun time.
Brilliant, so you're doing all these activities, getting fun out of it, enjoyment, you're doing exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know, the kids are learning, this is what we try and do.
14
Get messages.
years old, getting loads done already.
Mm.
You're 14 old.
No.
15 and 14 year olds.
There you go. See, when they were here, they were just learning, and what they're doing, obviously they're still here in the studio, because we've got big things that's coming up. We've just been talking about it off air, haven't we?
Yeah.
And Dan's yawning away there because he's up early, going to school. But now the weekend's here, loads of work, loads of money, loads of games, and your
Yeah,
weekend.
loads of games.
Yeah.
Refereeing football games, getting money, buying a football game online, FIFA.
There you go, see, and he's learning there as well. And what have you got planned for the weekend then, Al?
I don't know, just sitting off.
Sitting off?
Yeah.
You want to take a travel out and watch him out refereeing and just see?
I'll text you the address.
Yeah, there you go. And you know, you've got to look, Dan's got 4 games, so when you see Dan, please read the message on his back.
I do.
Heed the
I
warning.
referee at Simpson Ground in Hunts Cross.
Okay.
It's where I referee most of the time, and the league is Simpson Ground and Jericho Lane, I believe. That's
Well,
where
last week were your first games.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now.
Were you nervous or did you?
First game, yeah, because I knew we had 3 to do that day. But then when I woke up in the morning, I found one of my games postponed. Like, okay, right, that's probably relieved me a little bit better, because now I've got 2 games here to do, and get the first one out of the way. And it's the same thing you do. You transfer what you've done on that first pitch to the second game.
And how are the coaches and managers on your games?
Coaches,
Helping you out?
really good. I got there early my first week. At a 9 o'clock kickoff, and so I spoke to the manager when he said, "Hi, I'm Dan, your referee. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to improve." It's my first ever game reffing. Just qualified last week as a trainee, and trying to get through these levels as fast as possible.
And you can help them out there, by the way.
And he proved it to me at the end. He spoke to me, very good game. Be proud of yourself and keep going, which is what referees love to hear.
Yeah, and also great messages. You can message us about Dan and his performances, marathonsextraline.com. There you go, give him all that, questions and answers. He'll be in there for you, and he can answer any questions. And don't come in there and start saying, why did you give a penalty? Because the referee can only give what they see. And that's it. And we always tell the referees at that age to go on deaf ears. So parents, stop shouting at a referee. Let them get on with the game. There's no need to put pressure on them. Otherwise they can make more mistakes, so it's your fault if you're causing that, because it's the same if it's your child and you start shouting, screaming instructions when the coaches give different instructions, you're confusing them. It's all your fault. Stand back, let them play, let the referee, and just enjoy the game. That's the way grassroots football should be played. It really should. So what, do you want to say anything more about the campaign that we're going to be using and doing? Lads, you're really on board with this, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think at your what's it called, your referee games, we should your walkout song should be Football Emotions.
He loves this song.
I know, I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sing now we walk, sing now we walk,
Yeah, that's it.
sing now we walk, don't cross the line.
And you can get that on YouTube. Football Emotions.
I got it on iTunes.
Look, iTunes, there you go. See, it's all there.
I know.
And he's got it there. He plays on his phone. And I'm sure
Every week.
every single week, and he sings it and he goes to sleep singing this song. His dad's in the video, by the way.
During lockdown, I actually used to go to sleep to that.
Does he?
No, me.
Oh, right. Absolutely fantastic.
Get you to sleep.
That's the song we wrote to support our referees. Just go on YouTube, have a little listen to it. Tell them where they can get it there, because you're the one who's on it all the time.
Go on.
iTunes, I think, Spotify, and other stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's all on there. Football Emotions. And the Case Kanga was our singer. Brilliant. You'll see 1 or 2 faces in there. Obviously, they're still young now. We're all getting
Featuring
older.
Oliver's dad.
And Oliver's dad, who's there, is superstar.
It's quite hard to find it on YouTube. It is.
Is it?
Yeah. It doesn't come up.
Well, if you put
Really?
Football Emotions in the Case
or
Kanga,
DXTL.
Kanga is Kanga, that will come up. That will come up.
Yeah.
The reason I
Yeah.
think he's saying that on YouTube, because there's a million
Yeah.
songs that they all
Songs,
come
yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
that's what happens on
I
YouTube.
searched up
don't
this
it?
song the other day, say what, I think it was All of Me, thinking I was trying to get the John Legend one.
Yeah.
There was like 8 different artists with All of Me.
Ah, right. And do you know what? The last time I looked, people say you're making a fortune because you've got a song out. The last time I looked, I think we had about £15. And it's been how long?
10 years, maybe?
This, well, I think it's a lot less than that, but this is how
Oh,
much you
a
make.
little baby.
If you listen to that song, I think we make -1 pence for someone. It has to have about 25 listens to make a penny. on a song, so you can understand how these artists.
I just keep it on loop.
Yeah, so we need a number one. If you can get it to number one, then we can make money.
Well,
Our heart of
I'm
gold.
paying you.
There you go, see? Yeah, 2 pence. He's paid me all of it. Well done.
Sponsorships.
44 listens,
He's
2
giving me one of
pence.
his 50p coins.
Okay.
So we'll go for that. Anyway, lads, if you want to finish the show off, and any advice that you'd like to give out or anything before we finish?
Well, thank you for watching the show to this end stage, and more play, less play, pay.
There you go.
There you go. Finish it off. So goodbye from me, Dan. Oh wait, whoa.
Oh, sorry, Wayne.
Wayne
Wayne.
McPartland.
Yeah,
Can't
better
hear
off.
that.
Hey?
And you got
Where's he
all
up to now? Who is he up to now?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
we
okay.
need Jaden. Oh, good luck to Jaden, who's not well. And I
I
apologise
can't say.
for Ben. Jaden's not well, so he should be back
Get
next
well
week.
soon,
but
Jay.
good luck. Get well soon, Jay. We're thinking of you, and one of our young commentators will be added to it next week. We'll see who we've got for next week, because they're always busy, as you know yourself, with the lads.
Yeah.
So, if you want to finish off, lads, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll be back tomorrow at 7 anyway.
Yeah, before we forgot about Wayne, it was a goodbye from me, Dan.
Oliver.
And myself, Mal.
Mal, who
I'll
was
see
on
you
the camera.
tomorrow at 7 PM. Have a great evening. Good night. God bless.